Celebration. So let's celebrate. We can't be sounding dead, right? So we're here to honor my twin, my brother, aka the People's Choice, aka the Voice, and we all know him as Tigan. So I wanted to let you know that we really appreciate everything that you have done, even for me as my brother. You know, I looked up to you growing up, and it's like anything you could do, I felt like, you know what, I could do it too. I mean, I'd be as good as you, but I felt like I could do it too. And that's what really got me into wanting to play basketball, seeing you just doing so well and excelling. I was like, you know, I could try this too. So in middle school, I did. That was the first time I ever played basketball in my life, you know, and I gotta tell you, when I got to complex, I had a midlife crisis because it's like in Alta, everybody knew me as Carrie Ann. By the time I got to complex, forget it. I was Tiga's sister. Everybody forgot my name, forgot that I used to play basketball before I got to complex. Forget it. It was Tigan's sister. In fact, my first year in complex, I didn't play basketball. I didn't want nothing to do with it because I was just like, now they're putting pressure on me because now everybody know I'm Tigan's sister. I know I gotta live up to that legacy, right? They gonna want to see if I could dribble like he, can I shoot like he, you know what I mean? And it's like I don't want to be disappointed people, so let me leave basketball alone. But then I got to thank Mark for that. Mark didn't let me let up. I would come to the boys' practice and hang out, and he let me shoot against the boys. And he was betting on me. Sometimes he lose money, sometimes he won, you know. But I felt like, you know what? I miss playing basketball, so let me get back out there. So my sophomore year started playing again, you know, and Miller made it worse because I had number 12 when I got to complex, okay? Miller said, nope, I give you 41 and you gonna live up to it. I was like, oh my gosh, here we go again. I missed my fourth year because I didn't want that stigma, right? And now Miller gonna quit on me. But you know, as time went on, I realized, you know what? It's an honor to wear 41 because of what you stood for, not just on the court. You know, academically, you did well as well. You were an honor student when you graduated from complex, went on to college, got your degree, went on to play professionally. So I was like, you know what? It's an honor to wear 41. And at that point, when I realized the honor, I was like, I was so proud to wear 41 that I can't imagine wearing any other number. So it's definitely an honor to be able to retire your jersey and just to be here celebrating you. And this had to be the year that you turned 41. So COVID was messing this up because we wanted to do it the week of your birthday, but we couldn't get it done because there was shutdown and all that stuff. So it was crazy. I was like, Mr. Moorhead, it has to be this year. He's 41 this year. He ain't gonna walk next year. He's 42. That ain't his number. Unless you gonna change his number, he ain't gonna walk. So I'm happy that we finally got the okay to go along with this. And I want to thank all of you for coming out and supporting him. You know, you're all an integral part of his life, and so we couldn't celebrate this without you. And so I'm happy that you're here with us to celebrate him. So to move along in our program, Pastor Mona Barnes, I gotta tell you, I know that she loves Tegan because even on the Elite podcast, she let everybody know. I love Tigan, and so we couldn't have this event and not have Pastor Mona Barnes come. And you know, Tigan is spiritual. He always preaches about God. God is a pivotal part of his life and his success. And so we want to bring this in right. So we're going to start this by inviting the Lord's presence. So Pastor Barnes, if you can come on up. Praise the Lord. You know what? Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Right.
Carrie Ann, first I want to thank you for, I don't know how you got in touch with me, but if I had missed it, I would have felt some kind of way because I do love your brother. And I found out today who his wife is, and I knew her, but I never knew. I never knew. I know his dad, I never knew that was his dad. His brother was my soldier, I never knew he was your brother. So it was something, we were supposed to connect. But Kieran said I could make some comments before I actually pray. And the first thing I want to do is just thank God for you. And I say that
without fear of contradiction. I've seen you from a distance for maybe some 20 years and just saw you transition from a boy playing a sport that I love to a man. And now you have not done what most do, just move on in your life. You have returned to the love of the game. And now you're teaching the children of this territory. And giving them an opportunity. And a lot of people don't do that. And for that alone, God will bless you. He will bless you. And I thank God because I see how you love not only the sport, but what he can do for the young people of this territory. And it's huge. And it doesn't matter about COVID, and I know there are other coaches in the room, but it's about you today. And I want you to know, before I came here, I sat and I went through my mind your life. I really did. I remember when I went to St. Thomas and you were with the national team and just the level of discipline that I saw and your love for the game. And even after the game, you were never big to people that you knew. You know, you will wave or just make time to say hello. Those things are huge. It's for me. I don't know, you 40 something? I could be a babysitter. You know, or maybe you wanna, if I was a little, brisk. But I'm telling you, man, my love for you is great. You know, mommy and daddy, I thank God for you because without you, you know. So I'm gonna pray, sir. I started to get emotional. I usually don't do that. So let me pray and go sit down. Let's pray. Father in God, today we just want to thank you for this man of God. We call him T. And God, you know him by name and you know him by his very nature. And God, I thank you for the gift that you have given to him. God, that he has not hidden, but he's used it for your honor and for your glory. And for that, God, I want to thank you today. And I thank you, God, that you will bless him with the things that money cannot buy. That being long life and love and a sense of happiness. Thank you even now for his family. I thank you for his daughter and God, even as she grows. God, I thank you for her offspring. I thank you for his parents. And I've been there for him. Those that have coached him and coached with me. God, I thank you for the family that is now surrounding Tigan, God, that we will just continue to lift him and continue to keep him in prayer as you do your next move in him. God, I thank you that your kingdom has already come and your very will is being done now in his life. We give you glory, we give you honor, and we give you praise. God, we thank you for the food that we will receive. We thank you that it is blessed. We thank you for this time of fellowship in Jesus' name. Amen. 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 I'll say one more time. Right. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Pastor Barnes. All right, at this time, we're gonna serve the food. It's a buffet, so you actually have to get in line. Just because we're already short on time, I will just say everyone get up, because it's not that much of us, right? Everyone get up and make your way to the banquet room. And for those of you who are online watching with us, I'm gonna show a slideshow. Please hold on and we'll be back within 15 to 20 minutes. Thank you.
And y'all should get first. I know she gonna want more than this, but I got to pass up my take on place. I'm going to put that doctor to go there. No, this. I got to pass up my take on place.
Once everybody get a food,
I'm enjoying it. I mean, that will be after that. Yo, I got two coming over here. I got two coming over here. Yeah. For the thing for Kevin. Yeah. Why you acting like you're brand new? You forgot we were doing the requirement the thing for Kevin, bro? What do you mean about that? I have to tell you. Huh? What? Yeah, okay. I think just tell you about it. Huh? Yeah, we gotta go too. No, they go too. Well, right now we eating probably figure out what we're right now. Okay, do me a favor. Do me a favor though. You come with fire then. Okay, before you get here, can you do me a favor and stop the plaza and buy a packet of broccoli, a small one?
All right, has everyone gotten their
Huh?
food?
Say what?
I hear silence, that means yes.
Yeah,
So
they're gonna cover.
we're gonna resume with the program. Earlier today, we actually went to the complex gym to retire Tigan's jersey. Unfortunately, we're only allowed to have a limited number of people there, but we did record it, so while everyone's eating, I'm gonna go ahead and play that for us, okay? I want to thank all of you for coming out today to join us in celebrating our brother, the legend of Complex, Kevin Tigan Sheppard. I know he knew that something was up. He just took it visited. He was asking so many questions, and I was just like, once you pull up and see all the guys come up, something is going on for him. You know what I mean? This was like what the event was. So we wanted to honor you. You know that 41 was a big year for you. 41 was the number you chose. It wasn't a number you were accustomed, but that's the number that everybody knows you for. You know what I mean? And so we wanted to honor you in this way. Since you turned 41, it's the perfect year to have your jersey retired here at Complex. So we honor you, we salute you. You know, we're proud of you for everything that you've done for the Virgin Islands. The list could go on and on, but we're short of time, so I'm not going to do that. But I want you to know that we are proud of all of your accomplishments and just for everything that you do for the Virgin Islands and for the youth. So, honoring you first off, you know we had to have your coach, your second father, couldn't have this event without having him. I don't think there will be no Tigan without Team Matt here for sure. So if you can call out that.
I was moving. I was trying to find a better angle. What's wrong with you? I'm trying to find a better angle. Calm down. It'll be hard holding that camera for so long in that position.
Pull up a chair.
Pull up a chair. The chair won't help.
Started this week. We developed this brotherhood from the last man of the team to the first man of the team. God developed this brotherhood. But let's see that
And then mommy started calling me. So my phone started ringing in my pocket. She went to bed by I would think so.
We don't find that camera.
That's mommy calling my phone.
He's making me say, we got
I'm trying to record the thing and mommy calling my phone. And she won't give up on her. I hung up her like twice and she still come back. Chair? Do you think they want a chair? Yes, it
I pull the thing so fast that you jam the plastic back to the head of the thing.
I'm gonna stop it there because he don't speak it.
unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it down in Boston. But one year downstairs and start carrying out, reaching out to me and giving me the opportunity to be a part of this movement. Because it is insane. I'm here just to know because, you know, it's not only you, it's not only you to be a family, it's not only you for our nation, it's you for the Virgin Islands. You know, you represented the Virgin Islands to the fullest no matter where you went. And that tells a lot about how man's character. I have to find myself thinking if I could turn back my hands at time, what would I change? It would definitely be you by my side, continuing on life and our basketball. Yeah. But that's not neither here nor there. I'm proud of you, bro. I'm proud of all your accomplishments. And I'm eager to see the future accomplishments coming up because you ain't done yet. And I'm going to be right there by your side to celebrate them, bro. Like we always said, from laying out the complex and to this very day, Kevin and Kevin for life. I love you, bro. And that's fine.
Listen, brother, this is something to tell you about patience, retirement, playing basketball. Of course, I know that we may be setting off the court, but I know that you're not going to stop giving back to the kids. You're a coach, an exceptional coach, and we look forward to you continue to build on that part of your career. I sit here and I can remember and reflect a little bit on the times when you came in the comments long, like you can a little bit animal. Real shot, what he is, I like a shot, people, God, so I can, can't forget when I sit there and evenings, we'll come back up here and bring and also the Jackson, but say, K dog for three. My chest is ahead. That's our boy. He just feels so proud of who he is. And, we came from a great line of point guards, of course, and coaching, starting to see the pattern over a period because he was so much drill over the years, and of course I got to show up Coach Peters, and so he started off with building some inspiration. You guys played well. Of course, I was exceptional seven and out from LA. All those guys were instrumental in helping shape you as a person. Mom, dad, everybody that was there, you are so grateful to them. I just want to have you have a wonderful evening, my brother. And I just think with this Africa, keep away from your daughter when it comes to shooting. Carry that, yeah, Africa does something.
All of them are shoot that, okay? No shoot that.
Brother, you have a wonderful evening.
You saw that. You saw what, by the way? What is it? Oh,
Sheppard. The one that as far as coming up friend. Being a farmer, he made that one too. It was, trust me, with a pleasure playing alongside him. It was very fun, exciting. I wish I could have been playing with Greg even in the national team, but I didn't work out. Congratulations on your journey. On it. declared national award. But what do you think of this? Basketball award, was America, congratulations again. One of the receive, one of the
Congrats.
Kevin Sheppard.
Yeah, call me.
You know, like I want to mistake. I get that one so much.
Go sit down, stand up.
Why you shit?
Our guest of honor went to take a bathroom break. To those of you watching online, our guest of honor decided to take a little break, so we will resume in about 3 minutes. Mine, I was fast. You want shot?
Run it.
Tigan, Kevin Sheppard, movie stars, T. Iverson, T. Marbury, the boys, back, Lord of Mercy, people's choice, the man of many nicknames, the man of many hats, man. Today's your day. Much love to you. Congratulations. What could you start? Thank you. I gotta thank the people that brought us, into each other's paths. So first of all, I want to give a big shout out to your mother, your father, your parents, them. So much love to them. Give a shout out to Live on Bogus. It's crazy because they play basketball. You know what your life has been, so you're a part of your life. So because you're legendary as well. Second father, or father, or coach, stuff a lot. Because to everybody that had the journey that brought us, together, man. Much love to you, man. Much love, much respect. It's amazing that go back in my memory bank and talk about practicing complex, every after school, and you working hard, you have your feet, and getting hours stood up more than anything in the world. Yeah, you were cocky. You were because I was like, you with that.
hard, you know, and how we are, and, you know, that treatment big mentality, where you get a chance to really travel the world, really experience so many different cultures, you know, you're like a movie star, you know, globally, you know, in Iraq, you demand, you know, so, you know, this jersey retirement is symbolic in so many ways, you know, maybe you might be caught up in the moment, we all might be caught up in the moment, but if we really take time to really, if we really take time and really sit down and look at your journey, you know, you're gonna really know you are and admire you and look up to you. People that you influence, your journey is amazing, man. It's amazing. It's an amazing story. You know, you're so talented and I just, you know, just can't imagine what's next for you in the future. You know, so you know, to your sister, you know, creating this event and everything, and everybody who helped her out and everybody who's a part of this, you know, so, you know, we do it on our part as well too, you know, so I just wanted to enjoy this moment and enjoy this day, you know, I appreciate everything you did for me, you know, you've been like a major inspiration, you know, when I was in college, because, you know, I had dreams too, but I didn't realize, you know, the dream was reachable until I met you and see what you accomplished. And it just, you know, just like that fire hit me. So, you know, touch so many people's lives in so many different ways, man. You know, and not just in watch better, you know, globally. You know, you gotta really think about it that you inspired so many people that you don't even know. You know, so you know, your inspiration is traveling all around the world, man. All around the world, and you have continued to, you know, I really admire you. You know, you coming back home in the VI and you really sacrifice your time, you sacrifice your money, you sacrifice time for your family, you beautiful family, pick up to your wife, pick up to your dada, you know, and you've been doing so much for the youth. You know, myself and you, we always talk about it. Someone like you was around when I was in high school with myself and both of us, you know, I think it goes on there, right, there's not as many different athletes that, you know, touch base on the personalities, you know, it's complex, you know, even central and all, but, you know, if you had somebody like you that had a professional experience and that give back mentality and a heart, so you want to see everybody succeed, you know, we would be so much better, you know, as far as, you know, the sports, you know, and as far as our mindset, you know, because the experiences you share, you just share the experience with us, so we would have that type of experience. But, you know, today's your day, man, and just wanting to enjoy, you know, I wish I could have been there, you know, all kind of stuff is going on, you know, so I'm gonna put my bar, you know, doing some good stuff, you know, the podcast, you know, trying to be like streaming this, you know, live, so people who couldn't make it, they could be able to at least witness history, you know. So I think I think I was supposed to do like 3 minutes. I had like 5 minutes, man. Most important man, Tigan, really a treatment, inspiration, and you know, it's all about each one, man, and you're doing so much good things. You know, and you're helping your inspiration. That's the best thing for us, and just give it back, man, because when it's all said and done, you're really going to be remembered. So somebody really cared and really had a heart, man. So I love you, my brother. Much love to you, your mother, your father, your grandparents. Much love to all your sisters. Much love to your brothers. Much love to your friends. Big up to Steve and Sheppard. Big up to Ewood. Big up to BLA. Big up to Mr. Miller. Big up to Peters. Big up to everybody that had a part in the journey. Enjoy this moment.
Way past the time now.
Continue to work together.
This is why the podcast is for 6 hours every episode.
Enjoy this moment.
I should have tell you 2 and then we had a return to family. I will definitely get a move up for exceeding my 3 minute time limit, okay? This is why the podcast is so long enough. These guys understand time. So next time I will tell you 1 minute and maybe he'll reach the mark, right? So we're gonna continue along in the program. I know you guys saw the video, especially all you guys watching online. But I wanted to give those speakers a chance to speak again because I know it's hard sometimes to hear. So we're gonna ask Mac to come on up. Without Mac, like I said in the video, there would be no Tigan. You know, he didn't play basketball that much, you know what I mean? And so Mac is the one that I would say really molded him into the player that he is today. So I want you guys to welcome Dean Mac Haywood. Okay. Mr. Peters decided he wants to speak. So we'll have Mr. Peters come on up and then he'll be followed by Ron.
Good evening, yeah. I know I told Karen everyone in the spotlight, but after being here, I could not come and not say a few words.
All right.
I think it's the most fitting recognition and honor for someone who has done and is continuing to do so much for the youth of territory for basketball. You know, I love and admire Tigan for his unselfish ways. And the thing is, you know, he will coach anyone from any school, any place. He's not privileged. All he asks you is, you know, if you want to play, just come willing to work hard, and he will teach you. I'd like to wish you, you know, lots of success, good health, long life, prosperity, as you go and your journey, as continue your journey. Again, I couldn't leave and not say something about, you know, the history, how we started, you know, being his first coach at being a Christian back in days. I know most of y'all know Tigan played soccer, but I don't know if most of y'all know that Tigan also played tennis. And he could have gone either way. But they say to become a master, you have to focus on one thing. And I think after he came back from camp, he decided, hey, I want to focus on basketball. And that's really, you know, the future is for him. All right, when he came to me at Elena, he had a raw talent. You know, all I did was just polish, you know, somewhat. All right, when he came, he was very humble. You know, disciplined, very disciplined. Dedicated, hardworking, and shy. You know, he was very shy. And most of y'all wouldn't think so. You know, shy. In the early years, he was very shy. You know, one thing, you know, he used to always focus a lot on his grades, making good grades. And, you know, I guess back then, you know, he used to push, you know, to excellence in his classwork. And quote, I know some of you probably would want me to tell you that, but he had much a raw talent, and he could beat the whole team and dribble, but he could not make a real mistake. You know, that's why in elementary and junior high is basic discipline. You gotta work on basic. Make sure you strengthen their weakness. You know, and that's what we have to do in order for us to go forward. I see that, you know, the future is looking bright. As long as Tigan continues to coach, I think we have a bright future with basketball. Again, I wish you continued success. As Tigan was my last ever coaching on basketball in Elena, but after that, we made an exodus to the complex. And then that's just where Mr. Haywood took over.
Good evening. I just want to say a few words because I was talking earlier, but mommy and daddy, thanks for giving me the opportunity to work with this young man. He was a very good young man. Very good young man. When we met in '95, like like a marriage was born. Me and he woke up and Tigan, like Peters was just saying, very disciplined, work hard, work on the grades and everything. And that just propelled him into the man he is today. I'm very proud of him. He will, like Peter just mentioned, he's willing to work with anybody, train anybody. I think if you want to learn basketball the right way, you have people like him, but all these guys who play on the national team come back and sharing the experience is very good. And the future look good for the ball. Then once you have these guys on board doing basketball. They're not only teaching basketball, they're teaching life skills and teaching the kids how to be a winner in life. So that's a good thing. Tigan, what success and the journey, you know, I can be there for your journey. Anytime you need me, I'm here. You know that we like that. So I can be here and what success and what blessings and love you much. Okay. Yeah. Hey.
All right. So, Tigan, myself, my younger sister, we've had the blessing of having a wonderful big brother. I gotta tell you, he was our protector. He was our parent when our parents were away. And so this event, in fact, would not have happened without him. Because as you guys know, I'm in California. So he's here in St. Croix, and I literally called him saying, can you do this? Can you do this? And he's always so ready and willing to come and just handle everything that I needed. And so I want to thank him so much for helping to make this event possible. So please join me in welcoming our big brother, Melvin Sheppard.
Good night, everyone. Just want to say, I know most of you people, you guys, sorry, don't really know me like that because pretty much everybody that knows Tigan pretty much thought that he was the only boy and, you know, Arika and Erica. But fact of the matter is, Tigan is actually the pure definition of a middle child. He has two brothers before him and two sisters after him. So he really is the middle child. But I still hear and listen to a lot of people talk about his basketball situation and his athlete upbringing. And really and truly, as you can see my little daughter here, he was actually about her size when we were growing up. And I can remember a story. My father, in case you guys don't know, is also a world-class athlete. You know, he's famous pretty much in Antigua. If you walk in Antigua, you see Sheppard everywhere. So he too was a famous athlete. So growing up, my sisters wasn't born yet, so it was just me, Calvin, and Kevin. You know, I don't call him Tigan, that's Kevin. Tigan is for you guys. You know, so we were there. You know, my father would have on Saturdays and stuff. They'll have like cookouts in the backyard, and he would have all his friends and stuff come over. And I can remember like I was about 8, 9, and my little brother was like 6, 7, and Tigan was pretty much a baby. So they asked my father, which one of your sons gonna be the athlete? And my father turned and he pointed at Tigan, but Kevin. And I was like, wait a second. What am I, chop liver? Because here am I, the oldest out of everybody. And, you know, I want to slouch myself because I used to play sports myself. I run track and field. I was the first to play basketball, the first to do everything. And here's my father saying that his baby is actually the athlete of the family. So I was like, nah, this can't happen. You gotta be kidding me. For real. So I don't know if you guys familiar with him, but he's a tease. Basically, all of us is a tease. My other brother, we don't like to lose, and we cocky with it when we play sports. And here is this little cockroach, so to speak. My little brother, that's what I call him, a little cockroach. So here's this little cockroach of me. So we play basketball in the yard, you know, so and don't let Tigan ever get the upper hand on you because you're gonna hear the end of it. Ever. So yeah, so here it is, this little cockroach of mine, you know, my little brother. We playing basketball in the backyard. So he was smaller than me, and I was like bigger, quicker, stronger. So he developed a little handles. So you know, my boy would drive past me to the basketball court, you know, score. I said, what? Okay, so I let him go a couple of times. Third time, you know, he started getting cocky with it. No, he started teasing. You know, going on with all kind of things. So I'm like, okay, so since you're gonna be like that, then you ain't gonna drive past me no more. So when you try, I used to foul him like hard. Real hard. The serious foul. The kind of foul that he actually stopped and started crying. You know, my mother would come out there, she would hear the commotion in the yard, and she's like, she'll call me Melly. She said, Melly, what you do to the boy? So I'll be like, he just fouled me. You know? So, and he wouldn't give up though. He would not give up. He would keep coming. So several times after he's a, like everybody say, he's really a smart kid. So he realized, well, I can't drive on my big brother no more because he's gonna fall me hard and I ain't gonna be able to score. So all of a sudden, no, he started practicing. And in case everybody was wondering, that's how he developed that jump shot that he had. Because in order for him to score, he had to pull up that jump shot. And it's only after he developed that jump shot he could beat me in anything. Because seriously, that drive wasn't working no more because you're gonna get fouled. But I'd like to know, I listen to everyone and you know, I'm extremely, extremely, extremely proud of my baby brother for the man that he has become, the athlete that he has grown into, and the way that he has given back to the community. And really, truly, if we had more athletes like him, St. Croix would have actually been a better place, especially for our youth. So, with that said, one more time, I can honestly say that, you know, congrats, little bro. Tonight is your night, and it's well deserved. Thank you.
Still hacking.
So we're gonna have to stop calling you slack and call you hack. Wow, I didn't know that story. I didn't know that's how come he started shooting from outside. And he took it way, way back too, because before there was a Curry, you know, he was shooting from well beyond the arc, so that might have been why. He want to get fouled. Now I understand. All right. Now our next speaker is also very instrumental in how Tigan became the player that he is. I know that Coach Ball has always been very dedicated. I gotta tell you though, I really like when I was playing ball and I would hear your voice going, I tell her, don't let she shoot. I don't know what he was saying when Tigan was playing, but I used to love hearing that. I tell her, don't let she shoot. And he got a better jump shot than me. So I can only imagine what was happening. You probably are getting some gray hair with those players, but I want to invite Coach Ball to come on up and share a few words with us tonight.
Good night, everybody. Another perspective from the opponent side. Yeah, but anyway, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think this was the second time that Jersey was actually retired, right? Because Central only had Ronald Charles.
Yes, right.
And now Complex, so most fitting Tigan that give Mr. Barra for like the first retired Jersey. And so two retired Jersey in the Island St. Croix, one in Central, Ronald Charles, and now Kevin Sheppard for Complex. Very fitting, I think. Anyway, I mean, I could say a million stories, but when in the inception of Complex in 95, 96, right? 94, 94. Yeah, you know, remember St. Croix had one high school and, you know, we had the second year school. And so some of the players, because Pang was at Central, Cassie was at Central, a few of the players then was at Central. And then, but Central was so saturated with players. So, you know, they new school, and then I think they had a little district in or whatever, but they went down the complex and, you know, we know, yeah, Mr. Bella would say, yeah, we got new kids on the block. And I was like, yeah, you know, but Central still had the experience and the prestige and whatever behind. And able to do a great job with them. But so when they had some about the talent going down there in complex, I'm like, okay, we kind of almost match evenly talented. And I said, well, you know what? Central have to get the edge because guess what? You need a point guard. And not to Pang, but Pang was more of a, you know, attacker then and slasher. And I said, with all that talent, you still need a glue. So Kasim Smith, which you just mentioned earlier, you know, he was one of my disciples then from Tigan, from outside me. He said, yeah, but you got a brother named Tigan. What kind of coconut they call or Tigan? So Tigan. So maybe he got under the radar with me, but honestly, I didn't know where he came from. I didn't know. And I was like, but it takes, remember, he then went up to 9th grade, right? So basically, you're going as a 10th grade. I said, there's no 10th grader with mature enough and still good enough, and you know, good enough to handle against Central. You know what I'm saying? At least the pressure that Central's gonna bring. And lo and behold, I said, so I know we're gonna have the edge. I guess I was wrong. When I see this dude pulling up, I think Miss Stevens even said, yeah, Callie, he shake a big. I said, wow, where did he come from? So, you know, I played in Puerto Rico, I played other places in Michigan State, so, and I was like, man, this kid is really good. So now I think when you go, correct me, we went to a Martin Luther King back in the day. And the tournament started, you know, and that time, I think that was the last of the real company. Anybody could have won. You make a couple mistakes, Dorkin will beat you, Marks will beat you, you know, Central will beat you, etc. And it was a big game, I don't know if it was a championship game or what, but when he played, so we sit him back and said, well, let me see the young kid, man. I really got to watch him now. And shot after shot after shot after shot. When we tell you the rest, miss after miss after miss after miss. About 22 of them. No made. All fuck. And yeah, that was a band to the pool. Yeah. And so on the way back, St. Croix, back is clean, I think we all came back on the same flight. And I'm watching this kid, and I'm like, everybody like, that time is for teasing now and all the different things. And they're like, no, I'm watching this kid and say, do you believe this kid actually kept shooting after the 10th miss? After the 10th miss, you gonna go in and a little shy hole, a crab hole, and back up, to try something else. He kept shooting and shooting and shooting and missing. So it didn't come out good then, but in the whole scheme of thing of life, that offer was the real catalyst. Persistent. Keep at it. Keep at it. And so he did. And here you are, this player that I admire, because I like to see people that we could pass the baton to, that know that they're there. And I always had this motto. We became good friends, and we have sharing non-profits and all that stuff, choice in basketball and what have you. But we had a motto named called second to none. Second to none means I don't care who you are in the States. If you're good in the VI, you're gonna be good up there too. And he is a good example of second to none. Let me tell you, in 2009, we were in Vegas playing against LeBron and team. Bron, Howard, Kobe, Alden. The Kobe will got you but after the game, they blew, but they beat everybody who wanted to be was them. And Coach Krzyzewski was in out of the room where you go for the press and afterwards. And he's walking by me and he's like, Coach, your guards were phenomenal. And what he meant by that is that mean, he got these horses, LeBron, and these people could cover 30 feet in just one stretch out, and they pick the pocket and steal back. They make guards, great guards look back. And it was him and what's the Carl Krauser, right? But between them, the two of them, they had, I think, maybe about 3 turnovers. Just that. Where most teams will have like 10 or 12 or more turnovers, I mean with the guards. And just by that fact that Coach K, who arguably Hall of Fame coach, was set up. So he's got those guys, coach, irregardless of the score, the guards were phenomenal. And I always give that example of Tigan, he knew they come and, Jason Kidd, old backside, he only pressed it because he know he got them monsters behind him, and he edging up to Tigan, and the referee holding the ball, and Tigan, you ain't gonna get it. And that savviness is what showed me that this kid could really, really be good. So, I really admire him, and then now you have the other part where Coach Peter alluded to it on selflessness and just the dedication and the willing to work with anybody despite race, color, whatever. School, because sometimes we get caught up too much in the geography of schools within the island or within the territory. And he, like me, it doesn't matter. You're willing, you're able, or I would say you could chew them and you could chew them and run at the same time, but come. You're able to be a coach. And so now I'm seeing it in the other phase where, I'm seeing an intellect mind. I'm telling you, he's really, really good. Excellent, and I could put him. He's not really in venture out there like how Moma said and Bogus in the future. And you'll see him. You'll see him. You'll see another phase now from the player now to a coach, and he has all the cards that's needed to be a great coach. Second to none. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Bo. Our next speaker is our former principal, Senator Kurt VLA. I gotta tell you, without Complex, there'd be no Tigan. Without Mr. VLA, there'd be no Tigan. I can't even imagine Complex without Mr. VLA, but somehow it's carrying on. But for me, Mr. VLA is Complex. And I know every game that we had, Mr. VLA was there. My parents would miss our games, but Mr. VLA, he was there. And the girls and boys, they play at different schools and at different times sometimes. But somehow, Mr. VLA, he was there. And so we thank you so much for the support that you've given us. And without you, there'd be no us. And so it's very fitting that you speak this evening. So thank you for coming.
Thank you so much. Earlier in the gym, but I'm glad to be here again. I see Mr. Peters here. Mr. Peters was the department chair for the first year that we opened in 1995. He was at Elena Christian with me, and when I transferred from Elena Christian, I took a group of teachers at Elena Christian, and we went to Beta Complex, and we began to build what we felt was a very, very good athletic and academic program. And Mr. Peters transitioned to be our track coach. He was a track coach for a number of years. And brought back the wheels from the 10 relays twice. Brought back the wheel, which was his superior ability for the students to be able to rise to that particular category. Tigan was one of our first magnet students. We designed a math science magnet program. The program was designed for what at that time we felt were the best academic students across the board, not only the public schools, but also the private schools. And Tigan qualified. And he qualified as an academic student to be in the magnet program. But little did anyone know that this little nerd was also an excellent basketball player. I always felt that his father never came to the game because his father wanted him to be a soccer player. And he couldn't deal with the basketball player. So he never came to the game because he noticed I had such good talent when it came to soccer. And here he was playing this American sport. And I'm sure Tigan wants to see football, Mr. Sheppard. But I am glad, I'm glad that you were able to sway your son away from basketball, because basketball gave him a degree, and basketball allowed him to travel the world, to include playing in Iran. And I remember me and Tigan sitting in my office, he telling me he's going to Iran and he's having second thoughts about going to Iran. I said, what's up? I don't really think the money is right. He said, how much they paying you? And I can't even remember the figure. When he told me the figure, I said, what? I don't make that in a year. You make that in 3 months. And you ain't going. You need to get on a plane and go. And he had a hell of an experience in Iran, and one day that story will come out. Because he had a very unique situation in which somehow under the scenes, kind of, he was able to tape a documentary. There's a documentary of Tigan in Iran. So I don't think he could ever go back. He can't go back, and he's literally banned because of that documentary that was taped in reference to how it is to live and play a professional sport in Iran. When Mr. Peter spoke about his attributes, I think the characteristics that he brings is more important than anything else. This is what you want all youth to emulate. You know, that dedication, does well academically, character. Never heard him, you ever heard him curse in a game, carry on? Just good character. Just a good person. So tease, yeah, he's gonna tease you. But other than that, he brought character, dedication, a lot of heart, a lot of corazón, and he brought it to the table on a regular basis. And you guys made me believe in that high school to a level that was just unbelievable. Got a class of 19, only graduated. The class of 19 was the largest class. We had over 400 graduates. But it was a class that just pushed everything, not only athletically, academically. You know, we added classes, calculus, physics, all type of stuff because of this group of students that they wanted it. So we're able to build a really, really strong athletic program because of students like Tigan. And before I leave, I want to really congratulate a few people. We spoke about Pang today and we joke a bit. We said, oh, you didn't like to go to class, but we had to force you to go to class. But guess what? You know what? The next part of the story, that's the first part. We had to force him to go to class. He get benched. Dean, I was like a bench. You bench him a couple times when I got in the classroom. And I said, Dean, you benching him to them. And he listening. So he ain't playing. But guess what? When Pang was finished with high school, he went to the mainland and he has a college degree. And he's doing well. He's doing extremely well. And that is all that we wanted from the answer. And I just sat there with Dean and I said, Dean, did you check the podcast? That these guys are husband, they have it for 2 and 3 and 4 hours. They're all married. And they're all good dads. So you guys have a little bit more than you think of. You're all good dads. You all are truly in love with your children and your family. And that's a very important attribute for all black men to be able to learn right now. I'm going to continue to push Tigan because I got plans for him that he don't know. And he's excellent. And I think over the last 2 or 3 years, he's kind of limited his potential. And I have said, hey, you can't be limiting your potential. You got a lot to do. You need to do this, you need to do that. I see you're qualified, you're perfect for this particular position, that particular position. And I see him moving to that level. But Tigan, I can only wish you all the best. I gotta congratulate Carrie. You got a phenomenal sister. It's awesome to have a sister who put this together. Just to have a sister like that, to have a member of your family that's willing to go to this, imagine living in Sacramento And being an attorney, that's up. It's monumental for her to put this on. So Carrie Ann, thank you for honoring your brother. And I love to see relationships within family. So thank you so much. Thank you, brother Melvin. Today's a good day because I'm getting to meet all of them.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know. I know Tigan father for 20 years. From church, because when you go to a mass, he's there. And any mass you go to, literally he's there. If he's not there, you have to ask if he's sick or something. Because he's always there for every single mass. But I didn't link. So I am glad that this took place today, and congratulations to all of you guys, and thank you. And Mr. Bob, I think we need to look at how we're going to be able to have more jerseys hanging in these gymnasiums. Yeah. And just elite players. But we're going to have to develop a mechanism in place where Central High can do it, Complex can do it, and other individuals can look up and then be able to research and see who these individuals are, because the last one was over 20 years ago. Over 28, and that was Ranchi was his name. Ronald Charles and the gym is named after him. So this is really the first, and we gotta make the second one in Complex, and have to be packed. Have to be Stephen Happy, we have to raise that. We move on and raise that. Mixing some of the other schools for those elite athletes that we have had. Congratulations. Tigan, congrats.
Thank you, Senator VLA, our principal forever for life. We do have to make this a tradition, right? We need to find a way to honor all of our athletes from the Virgin Islands who's gone on and excelled, not just on the court, but in life, and those who are giving back to the Virgin Islands. So I agree. You know, Pam, you gotta be next. We'll make that happen for sure. Hopefully COVID don't mess you up, you know, because we really want to make this big. But our next speaker, I had to have Coach Basic a part of this, because when I heard Tigan give his story, I didn't know that Coach Basic coached Tigan at some point. He looked so young, I thought he played with Tigan. I didn't know he actually coached Tigan. So I was like, what? Oh, you gotta come. And so he's here with us tonight. So come on up, Coach Basic, give us a few words. We gotta put down the last one. He ain't gonna stop talking.
What's up, Tigan? Yeah, Coach Tigan and the Sheppard leagues, you know, not the official leagues, like school league and so, you know, and also we played with us in my league as well. But quickly, what I like to say is that from the first time I saw Tigan coaching, and I saw him hit the coaching scene and what he's doing with the kids then, I was like, yeah, we got a bright future. We have a bright future. His humbleness, because coaching ain't easy. You know, coaching ain't easy at all. Something that I got you screaming, and I got you thinking, you know, for days if you want to continue doing this. But I like the approach that you're taking. You know, it's hard, it's difficult with some of these youngsters and putting in hard work. Because we losing a lot of youngsters with the ability to continue putting in the work outside of practice and stuff like that. But to me, I just know that I could start coaching and I could start training, and I know the kids can have someone that's, you know, deserving of everything, you know, someone that could coach them, someone that could train them, someone that could teach them about life, someone that can, all the rules that I have for my organization, Positive Guidance. I see you as, you know, positive and a positive role model and positive guidance. Because everything that I'm preaching, you're doing it, but you're doing it much more humble. That would mean something that I got to pop out sometimes, you know. But with you, I just like the spirit that you have. I like the energy that you have, even when I go and I watch your high school games and I see you guys join at each other, but yet at the end of it, you don't get, to me, you might get a little upset, but you don't get irritated like how some of us coaches might get irritated. I still see you, I see you teaching while you're coaching. Again, man, it's amazing. It's amazing to work with you. It's amazing to see you train. It's amazing to see you in person. And even in the battles I'm having with other teams, you are not biased. And that's what I like about you. It's hard to find people that are not biased. Like you just see it and you don't choose sides, or you don't publicly choose sides. And again, you just respect everybody. You respect, and that's what I like about you. You have a level of respect for everyone, all the coaches, then everyone from the young kid to the top. And anytime I have a strong elementary athlete, I want to send them to you because I know you're going to put in the work that they need. But again, Tigan, keep doing what you're doing. From the small kids to the high school kids, is going to have some rough times. And I can always remember this one advice, and I know you always remember the advice I gave you, right? No matter what you do with the community, the public, and everything, make sure your family is taken care of first. Understand? Make sure your family comes first. As this thing here could swallow you up, and you know what I mean? And nobody gonna care. You could pray to 1,000,000 people. At the end of the day, it's your problem. Right? So make sure family, make sure home is happy before you go out there and deal with anybody's children or anybody at all. And again, keep doing what you're doing, and I love you, respect everybody.
Before you go, Coach Casey, can I just ask you, how old are you? Right. Seriously. They don't never tell you. But my goodness, I was like, really, Coach Tigan? Oh my goodness. So I can't say enough about our next speaker. He was very instrumental from day one. I don't even know if we could have get this event done without Carl Burtonson, because when this COVID thing hit, it's like I have to follow the chains of command and submit paperwork and try to get this thing approved through the Department of Education. And I get to run around, this person take call this person, and I was just like, this is just ridiculous. How come I can't just have the approval to go use the gym? It was that simple to me. I don't understand why I need paperwork, but somewhere along the line, I needed Carl Richardson, and he just took the ball and went with it, And then we had a hiccup. Once we got the approval, then I find out that they have this bubble thing coming up in St. Thomas. And I was like, Calvert, how you gonna let this happen? You know how hard I worked to get this event approved. We finally get it approved, and now they're gonna take Tigan, and the day I need him here, October 31st, they want him to go over to St. Thomas to play. I was like, you need to fix this. Please fix this. I get green here dealing with it. And you know what? Calvert was just so instrumental. He found a way to get him to change the date and everything. Tiga didn't know none of this was going on behind the scenes. But I literally, when I tell you that we having this event for VLA, and you were like, I don't know if I could MC because I gotta be doing this bubble. I called Calvert immediately like, you need to fix this. You need to fix this. This man telling me he's going over to St. Thomas. That's crazy. So we can't have this event without Calvert, and so I definitely want him to come up and share his words with us. So join me in welcoming Calvert White, our commissioner.
Good evening. I am probably, Anthony, I thought I was only Symptomia. I see I have another fellow Symptomia. My experience with Tigan came a little later in life. The first time I met Tigan was on the national team. Now, at the time, I was the captain of the national team. I was already overseas playing professional ball. Tigan was still in college. And the first time I met him, I remember just had this leadership presence of him, telling the team it's time to warm up. And in my mind, I'm saying to myself, I wonder if he's the captain of the team. but he had that command in him. I mean, Tigan would go as hard in practice as he would in the game. He just took the game at another level. That's how he came prepared. And then when I saw him play, I knew turning the reins over to him, the national team was going to be in good hands. I wish he came a little earlier because I would have won a lot more medals. But I took him, Copy, and Pam under my wing as I was older when they came on the national team, and you couldn't separate them two. We used to always pair up two in a room, but for some reason they always had three in a room. I don't know how they used to work it out. But you know, he was always the professional when he took his approach to the game, and like I said, I had no doubt that he would take over the team and then be the leader and the captain. But about 4 years ago, I was assistant commissioner for the Department of Sports, Park and Recreation. And we was able to bring Tigan on board on a contract, a year contract. And the contract expired, and when it was time to renew the contract, we just couldn't get this contract renewed. We had to go through so much red tape and paperwork. And I know Tigan got frustrated because I could see he really wanted to come and work with the department. And at the time, as the assistant commissioner, you know, I wasn't the boss, so I couldn't really do nothing at that time. But I knew if I got the position as a commissioner, I would have done everything to bring him on board. Lo and behold, I was nominated as a commissioner. But Tigan wasn't the first person that called me. Senator Bailey is the first person that called me and said, I need Tigan to come to that department. I said, well, you know, Senator, we're going to need some funding. He said, don't worry about that. I'm going to deal with that part. He held true to his word. He got the funding for the department. I was able to bring Tigan on board with the department. And I'm not just saying this because tonight is his night, but he has done more for the department in the 2 years that he's been working there than some people that has been there for 10 years more than that. And I truly mean that. Well, if they give me some more money, what's it that will give you some more money? But I truly mean that. I don't have to go behind to Tigan and tell Tigan, I need you to do this. As a matter of fact, he's always coming to me with ideas and programs that he wants to run. We just went to the store the other day. He told me he needed a ton load of media equipment because he wanted to live stream and video, and he needed speakers and mics. And I trust Tigan. I gave him a blank check. I hope he didn't write extra money on that check, but I just wanted to support him because I know that he's an asset to the department. I thank you, my brother, for what you've been doing so far and what you plan to continue doing for the department. I've learned a lot about you here tonight. I learned last year, I got a call from the soccer president when we had DC United in town. And he was like, Commissioner, I need to borrow Tigan for this tournament because I need some additional line referees or something like that. And in my mind, I'm saying, need Tigan, but Tigan is a basketball player. So I hung up the phone and I ended up saying, must have got the wrong employee. So I called back and I said, it's Tigan you say you need to borrow? I said, but Tigan plays basketball. And that's when I learned that he was actually a better soccer player than he was a basketball player. Football.
Yeah.
But his passion in dealing with the youth, like I said, I don't have to micromanage Tigan. He loves what he's doing. Anytime you love what you do, it's not really work. I look forward to continue working with you in the department. But I want to say one thing before I go. I heard your loyalty that you had to Mac, that you was not going to coach if he wasn't there. I want to tell you, whenever they remove me as a commissioner from the department, you tell them you leave it to you, don't you? All right? Thank you.
That's a good one here. Oh my goodness. So I want to open it up now for anyone who wanted to say a few words, but didn't have the opportunity. And then once we do that, I'll have the final speaker be Mr. Hajj, because he's the lead podcast host. They don't know what 3 minutes is. So we're gonna put you last. Okay? Let me have my uncle Manya be the first to come on up. And he was very instrumental in Tigan playing soccer. So for those of you who didn't know, Tigan was actually very good at soccer. He could have did well in soccer as well. And then he played tennis, right? He could have went forward with tennis as well. It's like every sport he picked up, he was good enough to make a profession out of it. And I couldn't stand it. It's like there was no sport I could play that he didn't already touch. Except for softball. And I did play softball in Arthur. Yep, I had to give it up my first year in complex. But I did get to play softball. You didn't touch that one. Exactly, I should have stick to that one then. But please join me in welcoming our uncle, who's a phenomenal football player, Manya Lee.
Thank you. I want to say good night to everyone. I don't know everybody by name. Santa Vele, Paul and Tony and Dango and Melvin, a big boy here, KS. We don't call it TD, we don't say KS. And I must tell you, Tigan to me, is just not KS son. Tigan is my son. And everything Tigan went through, he went through basically with me. And when he tell me he going to play basketball, it was a really downer for me because I already have tryout with the USA team, different colleges and stuff like that for Tigan. But he loved basketball, so we just have to let him go. But I want to say I'm very proud of him to see what he accomplished and his hard work that he put in to everything that he does, he do it at a professional level. And last time I went up to the college game up in Jacksonville, I tell you, it was really great. And there's so much things I could say, but I can't keep you guys about 1 minute.
You're good. Trust me, I'm gonna beat you, so don't worry about it.
But anyway, I want to say I happy with Tigan and see that complex. I'm a Central High man, Carib, and see them retiring the jersey. And if he didn't go the other way, he would still be a superstar. Like his father, like I say, he's in the Hall of Fame for soccer in Antigua. Myself here in St. Croix, I played the national team over 20 years and stuff like that. But Tigan have good genes. And any sport he take up, he will be good in it. Thank you.
Is there anyone else who wants to share some words before Mr. Hajj come up? All right, then without further ado, I'm going to ask Mr. Stephen Pang Hajj to come on up, and let's tell him, please keep it brief. Okay, 3 minutes. Don't be like Mumba, please. 3 minutes.
I ain't like when they put me on the spot.
Nah, good. You already know you were speaking.
Good night, everybody. Good night. Good night. Yes, speaking MIT. See, I could talk a lot because I'm in the presence of two of my best friends. So, it's easy to talk around them. But I will keep it short. I will start by saying I'm really proud of Tigan to see how far he came. I can remember when Complex first opened. I remember taking a trip with Matt before Complex opened, our coach, not knowing that he was going to be the coach. Him and I went on a trip to California, and on the way back, we sat together on a plane. And that's when I learned he was going to be the coach for Complex. So I was already excited that I was going to be working with Mac because he was somebody that his name used to ring through my name. Everybody knew who he was, and we used to look up to him. And I just remember the first time I see Tigan play. I think he was in his gym class, and I was like, "Who is this dude, son? Like he just killing everybody in the class." And like Mark said, or like he does say, like Bo said, nobody knew who Tigan was. He was really under the radar. So he was a hidden gem that nobody knew about. Some people knew about. And I went to Mac and I said, Mac, we gotta pick up that dude there. And from the time trial came, from the time we started playing, everything just became history. Tigan and I wasn't that close, but we all form a brotherhood, a complex team, and that brotherhood just never broke. We only got closer, I should say, without each other knowing. We both ended up in Jacksonville. Once we knew that, that's when we really became inseparable. And I wonder if I ever know Tigan is he's just an amazing person. I don't know if I ever hear Tigan chant.
Hey, that's a copycat too. That's a copycat too.
So God, Tigan would try his hand in everything and be very good with it. Tigan, he started off by writing music to other people's beat, and within a week, a month, he started doing his own beats. He started making his own music. So it is just a testament that whatever he put his mind to, he could accomplish. And he even managed to get me on a few songs. And I never have written a song a day in my life. And he gave me the song somewhat good on a track. So it's just a testament. If you ever want anybody to look up to, or be an example, Tigan is somebody you could look up to and set your goals. Like you don't have to be like him, but take his work ethics to be the best version that you could be, and you will succeed. If you really follow his guide, you will succeed. And I'm just proud to be a part of the journey. Although I made a name for myself before he came along, he helped my name last a little bit longer than it needed. It was supposed to last, and I thank you for that. Playing alongside him was special. Once things started to dwindle for me, and like I said, I was still able to hang on to the coattail a little bit. It was just amazing to see the type of things that he was doing on the court, and I was just very proud of them, man. Even like older than them, man, but they never let me feel like I like second fiddle to them. Even though they had progressed on a little further, never made me feel like second fiddle, So that's why he's gonna always be my brother, Coffee. And like Calvert said, we gonna always be inseparable. We don't have to talk every day, but when we do talk, it's only a beat. Right. I think I'm keeping it under 3 minutes, but I can just end it by saying, man, dude, I'm really proud of you, and we know you got a lot more to give. So keep doing your thing, man, and don't let nobody ever stay you down the wrong. Even though I know that can't happen, but much love, man. Congratulations. Thank you for letting me borrow your hat, so.
Thank you, Pan. You weren't as bad as Mumba, but I think that was a little over 3 minutes, but you're good. You're good. Before I call my husband up to bless us with a song, I wanted to share this story with you guys. Because I have to share this story. My brother has such a beautiful mind. I have to share this with you guys. When we were living in Antigua, right? We used to have to go to this pipe to get water. We didn't have indoor plumbing at that time, right? And we all grew up with my grandmother. And me and my cousins, this is how we got the water, right? We had this barrel that we had to pull. And so each of us would carry what we could carry. So some of us would carry like 2 buckets, 2 bottles, whatever you could carry, right? This is how smart Tigan is. He realized you can accomplish so much more if you could just carry more at one time. And this man somehow built his own cart. I don't know where he get the parts from. I cannot tell you where he got the parts from. And we all see him in the yard and he's just nailing stuff together and nobody knows what he's tinkling with, right? When he finally finished and we see the cart, we were like, we will do that. This man pulled the cart to the pipe with us, right? Filled with all kind of vessels, and all we had to do was fill them up, and then we would push and he would pull. And we were able to fill that whole barrel in like less than no time, while we were there trying to talk 1 and 2 at one time. But that's the beautiful mind that he has. Like he could think of something and then he could build it. You know what I mean? And even with his house right now, you know, he learned, he watched what people were doing, and then he figured out how to do it. Now he don't need them, so he's doing it himself. I mean, it's just amazing how his mind works. I mean, not many people could think it, build it, and do it. You know what I mean? Like I could think it, and then I tell people how to execute it. You know what I mean? I ain't there trying to tinker with everything. I will tell people, okay, you handle this, you handle this, you handle this. I'm a facilitator, right? I divvy out the orders. But this man, he could think it, he could do it, he could build it. And that's just such a beautiful man. Like, I really thought he was gonna be an engineer. That's really what I thought he was gonna do. When he told me he's a finance major, I was like, well, you know you high maintenance. I don't know why you was a finance major. But, you know, he really could have been an engineer with the mind that he had. And I see that you transpire that into sports. You think it, you do it, and you facilitate it with all your players. And you're really trying to give them that mind and that knowledge that you have. And I hear Mark say all the time, they don't have that capacity. Not many of us have that capacity to think it, do it, and facilitate it, you know? But it's such a beautiful thing that you want to share that mind with other people. And I hope that those who come in contact with you, that they really take advantage of that. Because that's not something you can really teach, you know, but you actually taking the time to teach them to think like you, to act like you, to do like you. That's just amazing. I wish you'd have done it with me, but you know, it's all good. We were 4 years apart, you know, when you leave, I come behind you, it's all good. But before we have Tigan come up, I'm gonna have my husband come and bless us with a song. Now he always gets nervous, so pray for him, y'all. Even though he's a professional singer, he always gets nervous.
One day you'll do it.
That Sheppard is back, right? Trouble.
Okay. That real Sheppard.
Hey Kevin, I think this song is, please bow your heads. Lord God, I thank you, my Father. I pray that you would just bless this song. Help this song to touch every heart, every mind. In Jesus' name, I do pray. I have decided, determined, I'm committed, that I'll run, no matter the cost. And I have decided, determined, I'm committed, that even though I'm going to finish this race. I'm going to take my proper place in the winning circle. really nervous right now.
Doing good, man. You doing good.
I have decided to determine I'm committed that I'll run no matter the cost. And I have decided, determined I'm committed that I'll run even though I may get lost. I'm going to finish this race. I'm going to take my proper place in the winning circle. I'm going to run anyway. I don't know where, I don't know how, but I'm going to make it. Oh, I run this race. Nestle safely in amazing grace. I made up my mind, and I don't have much time. But I'll run till I finish. I'm going to run this race. I'll take my proper place in the winning circle. And I'm going to run anyway. I don't know where, I don't know how, but I know I can make it. Oh, I run this race that's so safely in amazing grace. I made up my mind, and I don't have much time, but I don't. Oh, I made up my mind, and I don't have much time, but I'm going to run, I'm going to run. I made up my mind, but I don't have much time, but I'll run. Till I finish.
Thank you, Don. It's all right. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. There you go. So now I'm gonna call up the man of the hour, Kevin, Tigan, Sheppard, like Mumbate, he has many names, so I'll just stick with that. Yeah. Yeah, he went and hurt his back, you know, so you gotta be with him. He's a little old now, you know. But before you speak tonight, we wanted to honor you in some way, somehow, so that you have your jersey in your home with you. So we had the front and the back frame. And we know you have space. You have a lot of space. And I want to thank Mac. Mac is the one who sent me the photo of the first jersey for Complex that you actually wore the number 41. And so we tried to replicate that for you. And I want to thank EJ. He's not here with us, but EJ is the one who designed it and had it made and everything. He's the one that makes all the jerseys for Complex. Yeah, from Tortola.
Okay, yeah.
And Roy, yeah. So thank you to EJ if he's watching. We really appreciate you for getting this done. He also designed the banner behind you. This was the one we wanted in the gym, but he made it out of cloth. So we had to go with the vinyl one, because this would get messed up. So you got to take that home with you as well. All right? So we want you to know we love you. We honor you for everything that you've done, not just for me and everyone in this room, but for the Virgin Islands. And you're very deserving of this honor. And so I'm very proud of you, and I'm very happy I was able to do this for you. You deserve it.
Much love, sis, man. Give a round of applause for putting this together. Love you. You really knocked it out of the park this time because I wasn't expecting this at all. Before anything, I would just like to say we gotta give glory and praises to God. I'm a person who likes to say I don't need to believe in God because I already seen Him in my life. So when you know and seen and met God, you don't need to believe anymore because I know He exists. So knowing is much more important than believing. And I've seen Him taking me through my lifetime, especially with my beautiful wife. I'll have to give a lot of love and thanks to her. And when we was going through all this stuff, man, I've never prayed so much in my life because no matter all the money and the houses and clothes and cars we had, it's only God that got her through what we went through. It was tough. But then I saw the hand of God, and He came through. Must give a lot of love to my parents. Obviously, without them, could never be no me. The coldest one, for sure. He was obviously on St. Croix from since 1966. So my mom was in Antigua, pretty much with the young of us. Oliver, you was probably didn't even back. But she had to held us down in Antigua before all of us could have really settled in on St. Croix. So, mom, a lot of love for you to take a strong woman to do something like that. And definitely for my pops, he was at St. Croix, making the way, even though he was the coolest one. And I'm very proud of him. He's in the Hall of Fame. I know he was a little heartbroken when I tell you I can play basketball. Well, he ain't talked to me for 3 months or something, but it was all good. It wasn't about disrespecting you. And obviously, my second father, Cliff, Pete, man. Cliff, man. But it wasn't about that. I just wanted to find my own journey and go my own way, and build that type of legacy. But I always respected you guys on. And I definitely know if I did play soccer, because I was better in soccer than basketball, truth be told. Football, yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? I just, basketball was just a challenge that I really wanted. In terms of all the speakers who spoke, obviously, we don't have all night to thank everyone, but I thank all you guys. But I just want to let you guys know what you see tonight. I'm just a reflection of everyone in this room right here. So the days when Mr. Peters had me here on the same basketball court in Milena, trying to make that one layup, and if you can't make it, Peters was a man to tell you, go back. And you will do it 50 times in a row until you get it. And that type of perfection, I just adopted it. I just applied it not only in the game, but in my life. So I definitely will thank Peters for that. It's not about, how many times you mess up, but as long as you dust yourself off and keep on trying, someday you will perfect it. So, Mr. Peters, lots of love to you. Definitely to be safe, he definitely took me on his wing for the 30 to 15 team for guidance. And pretty much start showing me around and making me get the itch that I could probably play this sport, but like Peter said, I was a little shy because I never really cared about basketball, which is kind of ironic. It was all about football for me. But once I got to Complex and I met with Haywood, and definitely Pam, your number should be up here because you actually was the inspiration for me when I was growing up because you created a level in my eyes that I could reach. Your talent was just so high, and everybody knew who Pam was. So your jersey should be right next to mine. I don't know what we could do with Coffee jersey because he left us, so we might have to put the number 1 in St. Joseph and the 0 in Complex. He a true barra. Pastor Barnes, lots of love, man, with your words. You've been watching me from so small, and the fact that you always keep counseling me and, you know, pretty much keeping me in line. And in terms of just being humble, I mean, obviously, once you have an understanding and a heart that to try and help other people, it just comes out naturally because someone did it for me. A Peters, a Haywood, even though this old man here, even though he didn't want to talk, he teach me how to build houses. A Danga, a Bow. I remember playing one-on-one with Bow every day in Central, and I could not beat Bow, and I would not quit, and he would not quit, and me and this man would be on the court for hours until I could get something and Bow. So he was very instrumental in me also. I mean, Commissioner White, I appreciate what you did for me, especially not just getting me the job, and if you do get fired, I ain't leaving, but I mean, just the fact when I met you, I saw leadership in terms of the national team and how professional act and how you guys practice and how you move and carry yourself on and off the court. And I mirrored that in my game because I wanted to be that type of leader that someone can look and follow. So, like I say, everything I just picked on each and every one of you guys, and I just added to my life. So I'm just basically the reflection of all of you guys. You know, like my big brother said, I couldn't make no layup because he used to just hack me. You had to learn to shoot. Because when he hack, he making it nice. This man literally used to clothesline me out the air. And so he was that wicked. Yeah, believe it. He was that wicked. But man, this is a extremely great honor. And, you know, I said a lot in the gym today, so I don't want to say too much. But to be the first, man, it was totally unexpected. I knew something was going on. I didn't know what was it, you know, but I knew something was going on shady. Because when they keep telling me this is the honor of VLA, but then somebody called me, hey, Pam just touched down at the airport. I said, what? What Pam doing here? And you know, all kind of things was just popping up. And I was like, oh man, this ain't look too right. Then my sister, she just went complex for 2 months. What she know about me?
She did a year. She did a full year.
She never been to complex. She don't know about Bailey. Why is she coming out here? Calm down. This might be relax. So I'm just telling you, my conspiracy mind and my antennas was up. But man, from the bottom of my heart, I am just extremely humble and blessed. I don't know how to put this in words, but I just love each and every one of you guys, and the love is real. And in terms of the future, I will continue doing what I have to do to help the future of the Virgin Islands, the youths. As long as I keep breathing, I always believe that life is not about the amount of things you accumulate in life, but the amount of the people you help along the way. And I live by that motto, and I will die with that motto. So, man, thank you guys. Appreciate you, sis. You really did an outstanding job. And everybody who chipped in and helped her. And drop the mic, sexy chocolate. We are. This ain't Hennessy.
We gotta keep it PG. We got kids in the room. Everybody, you should have your apple cider. Let's fill your glasses. Make sure your glasses are full. And you know, I wish I could get coffee to just talk. Can you come do the toast? Come do a toast, man. Come do a toast. All you gotta do is just give like 3 words. 3 words. Just say come say congratulations.
Hey, congratulations. Come on. Congratulations.
You know, I said tonight we're gonna get 3 words off the company. Besides, no. All right. Okay, so we gonna open up the floor. Who wants to give the first toast? I'm thinking Max should give the first toast. I got one. Go ahead, Max. Tony wants to do it. All right, Tony.
I didn't get a chance to speak to about Tigan. I love stories, but that's for another time. Anyway, just want to say congratulations on all your past accomplishments, and let's toast on all your future accomplishments.
Cheers. I guess this is. Come on, Danga, now's your chance.
Danga say, you know what I mean.
You know what I mean?
Nobody else want to give a toast?
How about the DJ?
Would you say I did my part in the gym? That's it. I gave my 3 minutes.
This is all about Tigan. Tigan, may you continue to bless us and guide us, especially the ones that are coming behind us, to see what a great example you are for our youth, your passion and dedication, and hope that continue and it resonates on from generations from now on. Totally.
Cheers. Oh, who you they gave?
Yeah, we in the back, Tigan. Just keep doing what you're doing. Keep being a role model. And be yourself, man. Cheers.
Right, everyone out there, after that. I good.
All right, thank you, bro. We know you're back in that well, so you can go ahead and, take a seat.
Hell, you get older than me.
I want to take this time to thank all of you for coming out. Again, I want to thank my awesome sister-in-law for helping me to get this together because it's hard to surprise him. It's extremely hard. I had to go through her and Mac to come up with a decent excuse, and he still found a way to pick it apart. And the person that did it was Pam. Shame on Pam because I tell Pam, tell Tigan you coming. He gonna start to ask questions because there's no way you come into St. Croix and not telling him. And he was supposed to tell you he coming to BLA event. That's what he was supposed to tell you, so that you would know he coming. But he didn't tell you, and then he gonna be at the airport taking photo ops. If you're gonna be a secret, you're a secret. You gotta tell them no photos. You know what I mean? Come on, man.
He gonna tell you it wasn't my photo that did it.
Okay, somebody call him, but what travel fast? If you're gonna be a secret, be a secret. Wear your mask and cover your face. Do something.
I'm gonna use my private jet next time.
Exactly. Don't fly commercial. So Pat messed it up for me, but he didn't know what we were planning. So I want to thank my sister. Thank you to our parents. Without you, there'd be no us, right? There would be no Tigan without Keithy and Joy Sheppard. So thank you guys for everything you do for us, the sacrifices that you made to make sure that we had a chance to do better. So thank you. Thank you to my Uncle Cliff. Man, words cannot express how much you've done for us, for sure. We could go on and on about the things that you have just done for us. So thank you so much for that support. I want to thank Mac, thank Pan, Mumba, and the Elite Podcast for giving us this platform so that those of you who couldn't be here with us, you were able to see the event live. And so we thank you for tuning in. I also want to thank Gertrude's for allowing us to have the event here. So many places are scared of COVID. But I called up Gertrude and they're like, yes, we can accommodate you. So I want to thank you guys so much. The food was delicious. The service was excellent. And I will continue to use Gertrude for these type of events. So thank you guys so much. I want to thank the Department of Education for giving us the permission to do this. Mr. Moorhead from Complex as well. If you're watching, thank you so much. For all the guest speakers that came out tonight, thank you so much. And for everyone else, we all play a part in Tigan's life and how he became the person that he is, whether for good or for bad. So thank you guys so much. Coffee, one day. We're going to get more out of you. One day. At least he said one day. That's different from no. So we getting there. We making progress. So again, thank you everybody. Thank you to our photographer, George. Man, you are awesome. You just jumped on board. I said, man, I could do it at the last minute too. So thank you so much. And I can't say thank you without thanking our DJ. Buju, Big Cat Sounds. Thank you. Couldn't do this without you. You're my #1 DJ, so it's gonna always be you. So thank you. And thank you everybody and good night.
Good job.
one more thing. Each one of you have shirts in your gift bags. If you want, you can try to exchange sizes with other people. But the idea, I did have a 3X somewhere. They run big. They run big. But the idea I had is if you wanted Tigan to sign it for you, you could have him do that, so you could get his autograph. So if you want to do that, you could please do that tonight, okay? And thank you guys. Good night.
Thank you. Retirement, right here. And I was like, yes, you can hire.
Yeah, man,
Yeah, man, I can go back to work now. Thanks, man. I didn't know, but I was there. Love, man. Appreciate you. Great work in the I don't, Kelly, Elka, what the pen to say? You got a pen to sign? I can't sign it. The pen, the markers would be better. Yeah, the marker would be better. The marker would be better. The pen. I didn't know it was a jersey thing, you know? But I thought something was up with that. I didn't know it was a jersey thing. My time is just oh, with and I have that one. Yeah. But I didn't know they were doing this. With me, Skin Hudson. Yeah, I got that one. Oh, that day, good. And I want to ask my sisters, how they look back, I never started that. I never did that. Because I was too young, they don't care about Leah, what am I on the side? Oh, okay. Who is that man? Oh. Let me get tired for you, I love you. Good job, bro. Let me get tired for you.
I hear you now. When I put that down in, I hope.
I know, I like it.
Integrated system.
But they said it tell you. They said it told you.
Minimum time. Higher, maximum time. And 14. Meaning anything under 100. day is like these. So that's what push-ups. My maximum. No, that's it. I want to get 100.
Yeah, man.
Leo G. Put it there, G. Hey, what you got? You find out? No. Just for running and the push up, the sit up, the sit up, sorry. Tony, way back. Tony, open this. Down got the point. I put that in it. Down the door. Tony, get open the shit. Like when you start telling me that I was easy to put, yeah, I got a lot of time. Everybody got stuff. Peter, we still can't find this elusive pen, man. Oh, God, I got to say, when you do candidation. But just walk with it to that, I'll be candidate to the check-in. Whenever you have that, I'll look for you. Right now, when the market is my And I'm being every week. I don't feel like I'm drinking. Everything okay? No, man. Everything now. Yeah. Everything now. So they can just watch, but they don't know.
That's sad, right? There goes.
Yeah, man. We always together. Happy ones. What do you think? I think I got to. I got to. Let's soak this up. Yeah, that's right. Oh, sorry. You know, the crazy thing is, you tell me, yeah, position. Because they need a. I don't even know if I COVID is different. But no, security is the best. Oh, that's
supposed to be a key. And it just reached.
Okay, well, if better here than they ain't being here, that's good. Thank you.
You want it? It's a cute cake.
It's nice. I love it. Yeah.
Okay. Only because you want to keep it.
Yeah, I want to keep it.
Yeah, you know the lawyer and me about the
No, man. I appreciate that. Thank you.
That's cool.
Yeah.
In late no rap.
In media. Where they come from, Tigan?
No, I didn't fly.
Yes, sir, she bring a cake.
I think it's so good I can't eat that. You supposed to eat that? It looks so good, come real good with that.
I don't know what
So we can do it. I don't eat it. Earlier, you know that. I know it looks great.
Let me take a picture, buddy. And George Dungan. I just said next time. Like
Yeah, Beanie.
I think she's literally just not making it right now. They told me an hour.
That's the cake of the after party.
4 hours ago?
The cake is for the after party.
We got after party?
After, yeah, like the after party.
Is it still live?
The backside camera, you come?
We are. Why we
Alright,
still
get
live?
up back.
Mumba, they got done enough. He was at work.
Mums.
I texted him.
Hey, Facebook. What up? Wagwan.
Okay. Can I go now?
The event done.
Can I have some money to live? Like I do in exchange. I need to give my niece some money. She worked hard.
Alice is gas money. That's Alice.
Where are you giving money there? I should give this gas money there.
Use all the opposite of them? No, she said there was like 6 more. She was gonna give me.
Can I make Kevin leave in the house? Can I make Kevin leave in the house?
You got your shirt? I did the take one for Calvin. Because I can't find the money. What are you gonna do? Just stare at the television?
Huh? Yeah, go ahead. It's not
Sorry. Okay, I got you.
Stop this. You sure? Look it here, get your back. No bag. Here. You don't know for this?
Huh?
You don't know for this?
No, I see the. I don't know if it's a control or something.
The guard, they'll just take up what I use. Ever come back to the laptop.
Kevin,
This is yours?
Control?
No.
Oh, no, Dominic says it.
Oh.
That's my laptop. Oh, that's their thing.
Oh.
That belongs to them.